Senator Niall O'Donnell.
Well, it's not a matter of being busy on my phone, Senator O'Donnell. I think I fell down the list a bit. I think the Civic Engagement Group are in front of us, but I'll not refuse the opportunity while I have it. Good enough.
I have the list in front of me, Senator.
Mahu, OK, I'll not question the chair. I'll ask Carly Guramayagat, August Guramayagat. You're in funny old form today. No, OK, fair enough. My mistake, and I concede that. Anyway, Minister, I welcome the opportunity to speak on the bill, one that's seen much public commentary and has been subject to quite considerable scrutiny in various stages in the Dáil. As has been previously outlined, we will support its passage to committee stage, where I'll be moving a number of amendments to address some of the issues that weren't addressed at the previous stages. So while we are in favour of the bill at this stage and will allow it to pass, it's not unqualified support because there are flaws in the bill and it must be addressed in this House. I believe they can be addressed, but it will take consideration and thought. There are also drafting issues, which other members have alluded to, which require rectifying, some of which aren't complicated. Confidence in the justice system is contingent on a judiciary which is free from political control or indeed any other bias. Not only must society have a judiciary that is free from bias, but it must also be free from the appearance of bias. That is very much in the interest of the public, despite the apathetic feel to this bill outside of the Leinster House bubble. There is an understandable perception that the judiciary and the judicial system are removed from the experience of working-class communities and working-class life. If this is accurate, then it is incumbent upon the judicial system to rectify this concern by being intimately aware of the experience of working-class and other communities, some of whom find themselves before the courts. It is essential that we have an independent and impartial judiciary that is representative of the community that it serves. A truly representative judiciary would enhance confidence in the judicial system, and that can only be a welcome and positive thing. Future judicial appointments should be drawn from a wider pool of qualified candidates that is fully representative of the community in order to eradicate the corrosive and unaccountable system of patronage previously in operation. Our courts are populated by many committed people with great legal minds who do an excellent job on a daily basis. Of that there is no doubt. I am certainly not here today to criticise members of the judiciary or do their perfection down. However, that does not mean that the process for appointment is above criticism or critique or indeed alteration. It would be naive to believe some of the commentary that has taken place surrounding the bill that there was no problem up until now. Even Fianna Fáil have accepted that. Are we expected to believe that there is not now, nor has there ever been, any system of political patronage within this jurisdiction? We know that is absolutely not the case. We are not saying that those who are in place currently cannot do their jobs, but the bill is concerned with the process of how they get there in the first place, or indeed how they will get there. I agree that judges who take the oath are impartial and independent. However, the bill does not deal with people who are currently judges. We are dealing with the process of appointing judges. For anyone who thinks this is a left-wing or left-leaning view, I would ask them to consider why we are discussing this in the first place. There must be a fair and accountable appointment process for the judiciary, which is representative of the public interest. One of the issues that require rectification is numerical. Fianna Fáil and Labour intentionally or otherwise voted against the proposal to extend the membership of the Commission to 17 members and then voted for a proposal that added another 3 to it. Much was made of this. However, it can be rectified without undue difficulty. We support retaining a lay majority. We will support amendments that are required to maintain that and to give a place to the presidents of the District and Circuit Court. We do not agree that the Attorney-General should be on the Commission, and we have made that abundantly clear. We intend to bring forward an amendment to deal with the diversity principle, which we believe the Commission should aim for. We will also be seeking to preserve the requirement for the Commission to re-advertise if the Commission is not successful in finding an appointment, rather than government doing so themselves. There are, of course, as is well known, issues of concern regarding the membership of the Attorney-General on any future commission. I feel it would be unfair in that they would have both a vote here and indeed at the Cabinet table, which completely contravenes the essence of this bill and what it aims to achieve. Section 44 is the area in which we have the greatest difference from the Government. The approach of a subgroup taking responsibility for the appointments of Chief Justice, Presidents of the Court of Appeal and President of the High Court is inconsistent. Maybe a somewhat different process to deal with these appointments is required, particularly given those positions to be filled are present on the Commission. But I do believe there needs to be a much wider consideration given, rather than a position where the Chief Justice, the Attorney-General and the Chair would make the recommendation. This is far too closed down and is contrary to the philosophy behind the bill. I believe it should be the Commission as a whole, or some variation on that, with certain members absenting themselves. If the Minister is very determined on a second-stage process prior to reaching government, perhaps a subcommittee could consider expressions of interest before giving a number of recommendations then to Commission as a whole, with certain members absenting themselves if they have expressed interest. But the greatest consideration should be given by the Commission itself. So, as other members have said, we are happy to see this bill pass the committee stage, and will take the amendments brought forward on a case-by-case and sincere basis.
Thank you very much, Senator.